Well, they may not play until Monday, but Belgium got a lot of soul searching to do after not the greatest qualifying games in the world, and they've upset their fan base. They went to their fans after the 0-0 draw against Ukraine and tried to placate them, but we're getting the bird from so many of them that in the end,
we're all the same, aren't we? Let's be honest.
Kevin De Bruyne said, "Come on, lads, there's no point. Let's just get off the field." Kristoff Terruer is a Belgian football expert, and he joins us now. Hi, Kristoff.
Hello.
Yes, a bit of a fractured relationship at the moment, that one. Has there been any more talk about what went on at the end of that game subsequently?
Well, yes, Thomas Meunier has yesterday given a press conference and repeated basically the stance of the player, that they felt that it was out of proportions, the reaction of the fans after they just qualified for the second round. So they think that the expectations are a bit too high. And yeah, they came up with things like the booing started already during the game, slightly, like in minute 60 was the first substitution that the people didn't understand why Domenico Tedesco, our national manager, went so defensive. Then Doku got changed for Bakayoko, another non-attacking substitute. So again, slightly booze. And in the end, Belgium were just time wasting, and that's what the Belgian fans didn't really understand. And even when Lukaku was subbed off, there were boos. And some of the players now think that they booed Lukaku, but obviously it was for everybody who was in the stadium, it was pretty clear that it wasn't Lukaku who was booed. It was just a decision of the manager not to go with two strikers in the end, when you still can score a goal and avoid France in the second round. So that was what fans didn't understand. And yeah, players stay with their stance. So we'll see what happens on Monday, how they react. But I think the fans might get over it. A bit of energy in the game might help.
Yeah,
and also France won't be defensive like other teams have been against Belgium. So that should be different as well. Yeah,
well, you never know with Didier Deschamps.
Lukaku missed another chance. I mean, he is struggling a bit. I know he scored a lot of disallowed goals in this tournament, but it's not quite happening for him.
No, he missed. I lacked some sharpness against Ukraine. I thought he lost a lot of duels too. He was on a now because Belgium were just not really attacking, and Ukraine, to be fair, they've done very well, just like Slovakia have done by nullifying Belgium's dangers. So, but yeah, Lukaku misses his chance, and that maybe he's keeping all the goals for the knockout stage. He's never been a real knockout stage scorer. Like, he's only scored 2 in 11 games, a penalty against Italy and 1 in the World Cup 10 years ago. So maybe it's just like Harry Kane in the Euros in 21 when he didn't score in the group stages. But yeah, he's lacking some sharpness, and yeah, he's waiting for that one goal. I think strikers live of goals, basically.
I've also been surprised at Trossard's form. He was so good for Arsenal last year, but I thought he's looked fairly ordinary in this tournament.
Well, to an extent, that's true of Doku as well, who's done well, has taken players on, but the final ball's not been there, and not the way it often is at City. It's true. Maybe they're just tired after a long season, maybe, Kristoff.
Well, and Trossard's not playing in his position either, I think. He's playing on the right side. He slows down the game of Belgium a bit. We played our best game with Lukaku on the right, which is a very direct winger. And Trossard is a bit like maybe a bit too similar, who likes to swerve around, roam around like Kevin De Bruyne. So I don't think the profiles of players fit in that well, and they haven't had, of course, in together. But yeah, you should expect of good players to find each other. But I think Trossard has had his ups and downs with Arsenal too, but he scored important goals in important moments, and that made his season so good. So yeah, we're still waiting for the real Trossard. And yeah, Doku, he's been dangerous. He's a constant danger, but Ukraine did like Chelsea did against Manchester City somewhere back in, was it October or November last year? Just put your fastest player against Doku and you nullify him. So he couldn't get past him, and was always doing the same kind of movement. So, but of course, against France, there we're going to get a little bit more of space. So if we can play in transition, we can hurt every team. So then we have to hope that our defense copes with the pace of Mbappe and all the other youngsters there. So.
And finally, if Belgium are going to go deep into this tournament, Kristoff, then you're going to need Kevin De Bruyne on it. There is a lot of reliance on him, isn't there, you sense?
Yes, and I don't think, there was a lots of praise after the second game, but I thought he didn't even play his best game because he wasted some opportunities. He gave a few wrong passes, what we're not used of him to waste those kind of opportunities, the wrong pass and just not the right speed on the ball. So he's been very good, but it's not at the best yet. And yeah, he's having his birthday today, his 33rd birthday today. I was thinking of sending him a happy birthday message with all boosts like boo 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 boo, but didn't do it. But yeah, he's the most popular player for the Belgian fans. They are singing his name 1 hour before kickoff. But he was the king in Germany after that Romania game. Fans were absolutely praising him, singing for him. They were at his feet, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what happens in Düsseldorf on Monday. If he will be treated the same way after what he did with the fans, because it was an impulsive decision of him when he walked towards the fans to greet them. He heard the booing and he said, "Just come, we're not going there. Let's go back to the middle of the pitch and have a huddle there, and then go inside." And he kept on repeating. It was a bit like on an automatic pilot that he kept on repeating, "We need the fans. We need the fans. We need the fans." But yeah, he's now responsible for that decision that the fans didn't understand. So there's a lot of they don't understand each other anymore, but that can change quickly too. Maybe there was a bit of overreaction by the fans too. So
I think if he scores a goal in the first 5 minutes, all will be forgiven. So Kristoff, thank you. We'll catch up with you next week, hopefully, when Belgium are still in it, and you can be looking forward to the quarterfinals. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Kristoff Terruer, their Belgian football expert. They do take on France 5 o'clock on Monday.
Ukraine's so unlucky to go out on 4 points where other teams with 3 went through.
Absolutely.
Mad format.
England, Slovakia, of course, Sunday at 5 o'clock. All these games live on talkSPORT. Spain, Georgia that evening as well. Tomorrow, Switzerland, Italy. A lot of people fancying Switzerland for that.
Yeah, definitely.
5 o'clock. And then Germany, Denmark. Host Germany take on the Danes.
That would be difficult for Germany because they always make it difficult. Denmark, they're so boring, but I think, well, they are. They're so tedious.
We asked you earlier on, Andy took a bit of a tumble yesterday, but did he fall over or did he have a fall? You've been voting at TSH&J on Twitter, and thanks to everybody that has. We're going to be closing it just before 2 o'clock. We'll have the definitive answer for you. So far, 30% of the talkSPORT listeners say Andy fell over. 70% at the moment say, he had a fall.
Don't send it to the bosses.
He had a fall. At TSH&J, TSHANDJ.
There'll be nothing left for me but to stand for the presidency of America.
That's the only role that's still open for you, you young whippersnapper. Yeah, more on that later. We're going to hear from Joe Biden and Donald Trump in that presidential debate, because the golf trash talk was quite spectacular. Last thing you would have expected. So, we will be hearing that a little bit later on when Todd Macklin joins us. Comedian, Cardiff City fan Robin Morgan joins us in the studio very shortly for a bit of a Euros chat and more. And just a reminder, straight after the England game on Sunday, you can get your calls in to Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy and have your say straight after the final whistle. Who knows, it may be extra time and pens. We are at the knockout stage. But Jamie and Jason will be with you from 8 o'clock. And they will be taking your calls, emails, texts, the lot, and you can react to England versus Slovakia. We're here with Toolstation. Join the Toolstation Club now for the chance to win great prizes with the Shop, Save and Score stamp card.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.